got you asked for it? Talk about me getting it. I'll be going live on Facebook too. After court favorite. That'd be hard though. Yeah, class clown. So that part, I don't know the rights to that beat. It's just a freestyle. Can't go buy it though. Yeah, the other two though, you say your people give shit. Yeah.
That's with the correct measurement.
Correct measurement. Yeah, I think I need to use the bathroom.
Too late. Mike dumb as hell, yo.
We're not giving out any more hall passes.
Oh, I don't know. Any more choice? Y'all seen that movie Hall Pass?
I know that was stupid.
What was that?
That was one.
The last one.
I got something next week.
No, I need to.
Yeah, let's take this first shot. You got shots ready?
Come on, y'all. Come on, Carlo.
Oh,
Come on, team.
You got a shot. Hold on.
Come on, team. Well, health and prosperity. Happy birthday, Mike. Happy 40.
Happy 26.
Many more years.
26 plus 14.
Niggas know how to add in this motherfucker, boy. Lord, good, T? Straight. Yo, Gordo guys.
Who brought that Red Sox helmet in here?
That's bought. It's a gift from my boy Gold.
Where
I
that?
really bought it to shoot it.
That's gang shit. Nah,
That's
we got shit.
Yo, every
You
day I
don't want
went
to see
in the
us
kitchen.
win.
I went in
I
the
knew
kitchen
I
and
was
I found
going
Myron.
to
Like,
before the series started, I knew Red Sox was going to win. That's definitely going to win.
You say you got to go at 7.
Tyler.
I knew they were going to win, though. I called them winning.
When somebody
I still got them on
says
7. Mike.
watch it.
For that, it's on YouTube. It's
I
Sunday Morning Studios now.
I still got to go to 6.
Okay.
Shit.
Sunday Morning Studios
I think
now.
Red Sox going to win.
You went in the Morning Studios and NOW.
Yeah, but he was born into it too. This game.
It was good with y'all class club. Yeah, that was fast. Hobby was good. October was good. October, I love that post. That post was official. Put a post about chubby girls. You know niggas love chubby girls.
Yes.
Frank was good with you. Cleon was good with you. What you up in there cooking? Fur 8060 was good with
Hey,
you, man.
everybody.
That shit's so much better than
Tina was good with your boy's birthday, man. Felix! Janice was good with you. You know, we in the building. We got some good topics. You know what I'm saying? They got your boy Kate. They got your boy saying, I can't even see the balloons.
And we're on time,
Pull the balloons
kind of.
down a little bit. Oh, they got your boy some balloons. And when you're on time, still 10-ish. 10-ish.
Wait, you said it was what? Sunday Morning Studios?
Sunday Morning Studios now. Yeah, we live on YouTube too. Sun and Moon Studios now. You feel me? He's good. Gordo, these boys.
yeah, I was Reed's all day, bro.
I feel Hawaiian for Reeds. I feel good.
Yo, it's some crazy shit, yo.
Yo, y'all ready for this, y'all?
What's the topic? We don't even know what we're gonna talk about.
What you mean? We got 3 topics. So before we get to the second and third topic, I want to get the main topic out there. Before we do this, what we do every week. Introduction. Set it off, Gordo.
Why you gotta roll like that?
Let's go to the voice. You already know. Voice of the city. We're here every Thursday. Different topics. I'm on my sexy shit today because I had an interview.
I do like that shirt.
It went great.
I do like that shirt. And that's back-to-back weeks, fellas. Pay attention. It's back-to-back weeks. He came here trying to outshine us.
That's 3 weeks.
That's 3 weeks.
Nah, I just got to work like
3
this.
weeks in the button.
I got you next week.
Alright. But we here. Money by any means. It's dropping soon.
Uzi Bird was good with you, yo.
You already know me.
I wasn't done introducing myself,
Yeah,
but
you
it's alright.
could
Stressful ass nigga. Money by any means in the street soon. The video's out. Feel me? Get your street novel from the streets of Hartford on the south end. Shout out to everybody. My nigga Birdo to the right of me, bro. There's always a hitter to the right of me because I'm not gay.
I said, remember
My man. So there's a hitter to the right of me.
What up?
Uzi Bird,
What up?
Smooth
Cole?
Criminal. That's his best name.
What up? What up? No shout outs. What's good with you? How you
Then I
doing?
got Paul back there that he don't know what he want to do. One day he want to be an announcer. One day he want to be a
Oh, me to do
producer.
it?
This nigga
You
like,
said go
hey.
to.
Nah, go ahead, Paul.
Alright, we got go to La Voice. Voice of the city, you already know.
I like that they say he said my name so much in the podcast, yo.
Feel me? My nigga, one of the best out here, one of the best artists, reggaeton, hip hop.
Who? Gordo?
Podcast coming
That's
soon.
strong. He
Music coming soon. My nigga Lil Uzi's Bird, aka Smooth Criminal. I heard you bitch ass nigga.
Damn, you heard what you said about you, bro?
Feel me?
I heard what you said, Smooth Criminal bitch ass nigga. You see how
My
he
little
made that
brother
shit?
Carlo Prati. Feel me? Got the mixtape out, Frog Hollow Prati on SoundCloud. One of the best out here, lyrical. Feel me?
One of the most
Timmy
humblest
Tim.
artists in TT.
Got Tammy 10, Killer 10. Got my little brother.
Triple threat.
Feel me?
Triple
Tyler
threat.
Killer
Creator, aka Teen Wolf.
Yo,
Felix
Felix said we on the Spanish channel.
My nigga Ledge Illuminati.
Actually, are we on the Spanish channel?
My nigga Ledge Illuminati,
Who that?
aka Mr.
I don't know who
A60.
is that.
My nigga Mike, you already know your boy El Jefe Poe.
Oh, wait,
Flames
Felix
Car,
from
Robbie
Rocket
God,
Galaxy, right?
Class
Yeah,
Files
he
Podcast.
You heard?
We here.
We
Niggas
see
wanted
that
me.
channel?
Niggas wanted me to do introduction.
You
to
mad?
talk the whole time. So it's point.
Yo.
See his green card. We need to check him out.
I was just giving y'all comments, yo. Who the Snap Master, yo? Who the
You already
Snap
know.
Master?
Take
know.
Take snaps. Yo,
Yo,
what's good with y'all?
Smooth
Tim,
Criminal.
you hit that space bar?
Snap.
Latrice was good. No, Latrice, my bad. Lynn was good with you.
Hi,
Tina was good with you. What the fuck was that? Was you practicing for something?
That's what you talking about. I'm out here.
I saw you practicing.
I don't
for
need
something.
to
Like
practice.
snap.
I nailed it.
You took your second one?
Yeah,
Yo, did you take
Oh,
it?
no, I'm about to figure it out. All right, Joe, first
That
topic.
nigga, I forgot how to interview.
Your big ass head block your team.
Tyler, yo, what we
I
talking
told you
about?
what to do.
Yo,
What's the
first
topic?
First
I'm
topic.
grabbing my shot.
Yo,
Let me live,
hold
yo.
on.
First topic. Do you see anything wrong
I can't.
Yes.
with your son playing with dolls?
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna start with Gordo. Gordo, if you was to come in the house, long day from work, you got a daughter and a son, they got their own room, he got his toys, she got her toys. You come in the house, he's playing with her toys, like really playing
Now,
with
when
her
you
toys.
say dolls, you talking like Barbie doll,
Barbie
Ken,
dolls,
you know,
not
shit
no
like that.
comic characters. I'm
Nah,
talking
because you know, like when I was growing up, they had like male figures.
So you used to
Like
play
the
with Mel
Army
dolls when you grew up?
Male
Talking about
dolls.
like action.
You never had action figures?
No, not action figures. You mean like Ken, the Barbie doll
Nah,
Ken?
not
They
like
try to
Ken,
play
but they had
you,
like army ones.
Yeah, they trying to play you, Gordo.
But if I walk in to my house someday and I see my son playing with dolls, I will correct him and tell him that he don't play with dolls.
How would you do that?
What you mean?
Like, how would you approach the situation?
I would explain to him.
Like,
Men
I'm
don't
your
play with
son.
dolls.
Hey, daddy! And I'm in all pink with a big ass
First
Barbie.
of all, you
Oh,
come
see,
in
now
talking
that's
like
OD,
that.
yeah, that's
You come in
OD.
talking like that. I'm gonna accept that you gay.
That's OD.
Would you be mad if your son was gay?
Oh no.
Gordo. He said,
Yo,
something like that.
What would you do,
Something that you
Uzi Bird, if you walk in a house and your son's playing with a doll, a girl doll?
It's out of here.
I'm not making a big fuss about it. I removed it from the situation. I'm taking the doll, I'm giving him an action figure, and I'm calling it a day. No. I'm not making a big fuss out of that shit.
I'm gonna take the doll away and give him a $6-9.
So, but you definitely removing the doll.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I know what you're getting at.
We'll get to that
At some
next.
point,
We'll get to that next.
I know what you're gonna get at some point. You know what I'm saying? I think that if your kid turns out being gay or whatever, I think that's something they should find out on your own. I don't think that's something that you should encourage.
Right, you should like teach.
So I mean, if eventually my son came out, I would support him. You know what I'm saying? But like growing up, I'm not about to encourage that because that's not what my morals are like. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I think is right.
What you do, Rob? You walk in the house, I'm playing with dolls.
Man, they're like Gordo said. I agree with home totally, to be honest. That's what it is.
Also, everybody agree with him, but don't agree with me. It's the same shit.
Y'all all
I
agree.
agree with both y'all niggas.
Nah, Carl, what you think? Agree with them? So, Tammy, you're a female. Now, this topic came from a female.
Got 2 sons. And I feel like there's different situations where I've seen, so I'm not gonna encourage it. you know, I feel like with both of my sons, there's appropriate toys for genders. But there's also certain circumstances where, you know, they can overlap. And so I've been in, like, see my son, you know, in a daycare situation where he's playing house and he's playing the daddy and he's sitting in a little pretend kitchen and he's holding the baby and she's around in there and he's in daycare and they're doing this. So, and for me to go in there and interrupt that, and he's really learning how to, like, just play house and how to be like a dad, and it's not like he's in that situation where it's like a homophobic and he's gonna be gay because he's playing with a dog. It's a completely different situation. So I don't feel like there's anything wrong in that situation.
Right, he playing daddy role. Right, exactly.
Not just that. No, listen. No, listen. In all seriousness, he's not just playing that role. He's also learning, like, how to be sensitive. He's learning how to care for a child. He's learning how to play house, essentially, like. You know,
I wouldn't say care for a child, just a baby doll, but I get what you're going with this.
He's learning, like,
It's just like practicing proper etiquette with fake utensils or fake tools.
he's like learning, like, role playing, like, in life. So I've seen that situation. But I'm going to tell you another situation. I've also walked in daycare where he's had on a skirt, like a tutu.
Oh, hell
It's like
no.
3, and I was like, and they.
I'm killing everybody in
I
that
said,
motherfucker.
no, this is not. Listen, and I said, now this is me coming as a mom. I was like, no, it's not appropriate. And they were like, oh, we thought it was cute because everybody was trying it on and blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, no, not my son. And now take it even a step further. They thought it was okay when I walked in, and it was a billboard, and they had all pictures of the kids doing all kinds of different stuff, and they had him in that particular stance. I was like, oh no, take that down right now. So not only did he have it on, they had taken a picture of him, and it was like in a collage with other, like, daycare things that were going on, and I didn't feel like.
Supposed to take pictures without
No, I fuck what Terry saying. Like, they grow up, 20-year anniversary, they got that.
Yeah, like,
they be like, yo, look at you in the tutu, and he like mad masculine and shit.
Right.
He
So
embarrassed.
I mean, that's a little, you know, on the other level, but that's just, I'm saying. So it was you know, at home, you know, he has his gender appropriate toys, which I feel like, you know, you go to the store, you buy whatever. He's never asked me to buy him, like, any kind of, like, you know,
girl
stuff or whatever.
Well,
but
how many
like I
parents
said, I
buy
have seen him.
their kids their proper toys? Like,
It's not even
none
buying
of them,
him,
yo.
What's proper?
But I don't
What's
think that
proper?
he doesn't. I don't feel like,
Like,
in my instance anyway, like, when you go into a store, like, I mean, those of us with kids or young kids, like, you know, your kids gravitate towards certain things. It's not like you have to push them towards that gender. Like, you know, you go in there, your kids look for girl stuff, or your son looks for, like, action
I
figure or
got
whatever.
1 boy and 3 girls.
Okay.
So in my case, it's easy for my son to lynch up to think girl stuff is cool because that's all he sees in the house. So it's very important for me to make sure he see masculine stuff.
Right. No, I
and
completely understand.
and
Right.
see the difference.
Right.
So perfect example. He come run out of the room with a toy that I bought specifically for my daughter. I don't get angry, but I let him know, like, yo,
That's
That
not
not
for
for
you.
you.
You're right.
and I'm in front of my daughter too. She'll come out thinking she him. Like, no.
That's not for you.
That's not for you.
Right.
Like, she be wanting to do what he do. Like, no, he play football. You cheerlead. And it's not to try to say sexist or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want my son cheerleading and her playing football. You know?
Right, I
It's a big
understand.
difference.
I understand.
So, what you think, Tyler? You walk in the house, yo, unbelievable, not about to have son for like another 10 years because you good, you don't need kids. But 10 years down the line, you walk in the house and your son playing with Barbie. He's getting.
You forgot.
What if your son playing with Barbie and Ken, they both butt naked and they having sex? I'm not mad at that.
Cool with that.
I'm cool
And
with
he's
that.
supporting Ken?
And Ken is
Like,
smashed.
cool. He's
Yeah.
all up in Barbie.
Yeah. I'm cool.
I'm definitely cool with
Give
that.
myself a 5.
But if it's 2 kids, we got a problem.
Go to the park. Jump on the nigga.
What about if it's 2 kids, a girl and a boy?
I
Both
can't.
playing
I
with man?
can't.
I hope it's
I
not
forgot that you said in the beginning.
No,
put it up. Put it up.
You got a son.
I'm not going to let that.
Why? That's your fucking
Like, you have a son and daughter.
Yo, I'm serious though. You got me.
Like having
I was that
a
serious.
Son, right.
Forget you, girl, man.
So if you had a son and a daughter, how would you react? That's a good point. Because you got both influences in the house.
Well,
Yeah.
and I have a little sister.
Okay.
About to get real black in here, guys.
You really talk about practical years too.
How many years
old?
apart?
Years apart, me and my sister.
About to get Wakanda ish around here.
12.
So yo,
Girl, funny as hell.
Tyler giving us the experience of the kids. He said he has a little sister that's 12 years apart. Right, see?
So it was only me and my brother. So growing up,
No, 12 years apart.
I was playing
11
baseball,
years.
basketball,
I'm
around my boys. It led her to do a lot of boy things. Am I going to stop her from trying to play certain sports and all that kind of stuff like I do? No. I'm going to let her try to thrive and do whatever she wants. So if I had a son and a daughter, your first question, I would just try to integrate it.
I think there's a difference between your daughter wanting to play basketball and your son wanting to do things female.
I mean,
You someone to do
but
cheerleading.
that's the thing. Like,
Hear my son do cheer, we got a
but
problem.
guess who would know that? Your
Yeah,
sister.
but
That's
she went to
your
Dad!
sister would.
Dad,
That's it.
welcome home! Oh my God! What the
D.
fuck just happened?
Hey, D.
I'm walking out.
But that's not how it's happening.
Dad, I'm walking out the house.
You find out the worst way.
Happy birthday, Desmond.
I'm not gonna find a word.
I'm about to get some
You
kid
gonna
through
find out
that
the
smash
worst way.
goal.
Yo, me and my son, y'all might think I'm joking, and my wife gonna be pissed that I'm saying this. But me and my son, we gonna be pimping.
What?
Now I'm not gonna be fucking these hoes, but my son is, and we gonna be out here pimping.
I don't even. I can't even say what I want to say on the live right now.
Are you gonna be like, bro, remember?
You see shit kind of crazy.
You see a female. You know,
That's what I'm gonna do.
That's the thing. Remember, you said son and daughter.
younger than him.
So imagine what I'm gonna look when I get that
His
old.
father had the bootleg salt and pepper like he's saying in the
So imagine me when I get old, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
So me and my son will be at the club chilling like, hey,
Yo, Mike,
that's
Mike,
fat.
Mike, we gotta get it out the way. How long has it been now since the haircut?
Damn.
You said 4 weeks, like 4 weeks.
A month.
All I do is a week,
It's been like a month.
But that's
and a
not
half.
a week though. Look at that shit though. It's still at least
17 minutes.
That's been more than
It's so pretty, bro.
I said, let's get it out the way.
17 minutes
That's a good
in.
point.
17 minutes in.
So what?
17 minutes in.
So what you want us to get on your hairline? You want us to
Here.
Look at it, it's still pretty clean. It's been like 6 weeks.
He's making a pretty good.
I'm
Hey, yo,
sorry,
Fans, Class Clown fans.
And he didn't
Whoever, listen, hold on. No, real talk.
I don't even think
Whoever can go back far enough and find the podcast where Mike got this fresh haircut,
I know when it was.
got a prize coming from the Class
It's when you wasn't here that week.
episode later.
It's the week you wasn't here.
Whoever gets the right week gets the prize from the podcast. First person.
We gotta find out which week that is too.
I already know the week. I remember when I did it. It was 3 paychecks ago.
Hey, yo, chill. Hold on. Don't be giving it away.
They don't know me talking face.
That's what I'm saying, nigga. That's a lot. That's
It's
a scavenger. A while ago.
Let it go.
Alright, so bum. Now to get off topic. Why is that though?
What?
Why is it that if our daughters was to pick up mellish
Will you
traits,
answer- will
like
you answer
playing
first?
basketball?
Will you answer first? Can you answer first?
I did answer.
No, I asked you to ask the question. You answer. What do you mean right now?
And the answer
I want you to answer.
I got
first.
it.
Is that okay?
Mike, it look like Jeff's comments.
Oh, we do got some comments. We got a lot.
Oh, sexy, and you know it.
Really sad. Action figures are dolls.
Exactly. So you
Then Felix, you writing books? My son plays dolls. He has them all undressed and laid out next to him. And when I ask him, he tells me those are his girls.
Felix need to go to bed. I think it's past his bedtime.
So
what?
who said that?
That is
Nobody pregnant.
Felix, oh, Felix, I know what you're talking about. Chunky dude.
Felix told his son don't get none of them dolls pregnant.
Yeah.
Come on.
Brittany loved the subject.
Take it
What
on
up,
to back.
Brittany?
Oh no.
Hi, Brittany.
That's how I wanted you to tie it.
Aisha was good. Aisha, your son played dolls. Hey, Aisha, is it cool with your son play dolls? Like girl dolls? Is that cool? Let us know how y'all feel about that.
You got any other comments?
No, I was just thinking.
Yo, how about yo?
So no. So Mike,
Cass is following.
Mike, so what was your question?
So my question was, you know, I'm
This
doing
ended
it.
up being an alright topic.
It's cool. It's cool. And we about to switch it up anyway.
No, but it ended up being
My daughter, you know, I walk in the house and I see her playing basketball,
Good shit.
and I'm kind of happy because in reality, I'm like, damn, she might take care of herself. You know what I'm saying? She's nice.
So here we go with a double standard.
I think that's your arm around Birdo.
So my question is, why is that a good deal?
Always a double standard.
But why? So my
It
question,
is a
now, this
double
is positive on the female.
It is a double standard.
This is females win and men don't. So what I'm saying on this one is females can pretty much get
I'm
away
just-
with playing with anything.
Let me just say this though, because no
Whereas-
matter how you look at it, it's still sexist. I mean, that's the argument. No matter how you look at it, it's still
on what
sexist.
part?
Because if we're gonna empower women to do things that men do, you know what I mean? Then it should. If we're not being sexist, it should be okay for men to do things that women do.
Whoa.
But that
Have babies?
No, nigga, that's OD. But like, all right. But for example,
That's a
being a nurse is typically commonly thought of as a female profession. You know what I mean? But there's men who are nurses all day. You know what I mean?
That's
And
female cops.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. But what Tan's trying to say is that it is a double standard because realistically, regardless of which way you look at it, it's sexist if you don't support both sides.
Let me ask you this.
and that's how society has.
Is that a double standard when it's reality? I mean, explain what I'm about to say. Explain what I'm about to say. Obviously, there's a difference between a male and a female.
Of course.
Okay? Now, some males and some females don't see that. There's really people who think they're one and the same. Meaning, like, there's a female who really thinks she can do what a nigga can do, and there's a nigga who think he can really do what a female would do. And naturally, that's not a fact. One, because we were created differently.
Of
You
course.
give birth,
You're right.
you know what I'm saying? It's a different makeup. So now we in a society, we take that fact and we throw that shit completely out the garbage. We throw the fact that there's a reason why you give birth and I don't give birth. You know what I'm saying? That's not just a coincidence. There's a reason why
Right.
you do that. But now we're sitting there like, well, that's completely irrelevant. So let's talk about the bias. It's let me go out here and not take care of the kids and not worry about the home and let me get a great job and let his ass do that. He ain't made for that. Ain't nothing that God created in that man to be moms. Vice versa. Now, mentally, as humans, we might think we can sit here and play the part and do a good job doing it. Don't you feel me? There's mothers who are definitely being better fathers than, you know what I'm saying, in their generations. But they still can't substitute for what it means to be a real dad.
A dad. You're right.
So my whole point is we in a time where we completely forget the fact that I'm a guy and you're a female. There's a reason why I can do this and a reason why you can't. There's a reason why you can do this and there's a reason why I
The
can't.
roles have gotten so
Confused.
correct.
And again, I think it's human mind. I think it's our mentality where we sit here and think more than what we should have to.
So why take away the
But why do you have to?
From the guy? Well, because I don't want my son being confused.
But you're not gonna let him be confused if you just teach him.
That's
There's
I
different,
mean,
different
to
ways
keep
to
it,
teach it.
to keep it above, it does it all come down to the fact of like homophobia.
it's not
And that's
homophobia.
impressionable.
In all honesty.
Let me explain something to y'all.
Some of it is.
I feel
If you
like,
can
and that's,
explain
and
something,
wait, hold on, let me
that is
speak. Wait a minute.
Okay.
And I'm sitting here with a room full of guys.
Yeah.
So that is like a very well, hard.
What, homophobia?
I feel like it. Because I feel like to some degree, like, if
What?
it was, you wouldn't want your child or,
When you want your son to be a killer, it's just certain things you just
that's
don't want.
different.
No, it ain't.
Like,
No, because you're talking about me and my son. And your approach to you don't want your son to be a killer.
but do you feel
Let me
like because
finish.
if your child plays with a doll, he's going to be gay?
So let me explain this.
I mean, if we're going to keep
That's
it.
not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
No, because
What
I'm
I'm
pretty sure
saying
at
is-
some point in one of our relationships in life, we painted our girls' toes. So that doesn't
But
make
that ain't what I'm talking about. What I'm talking
How
about
painted
is
your own?
I'm talking about the
Yeah.
teachings.
Ah,
I'm
That was a good
talking about the
question.
teachings
Yeah, I mean,
that
thinking like,
kids
what?
are learning.
You're talking about
And-
parenting in the style that's
Mike-
different from your own.
But Mike,
And not
what Mike
even-
is saying, what Mike is saying is kind of like what I said earlier.
That's
I'm
it.
not gonna encourage it.
Exactly.
But if
of course
if
not.
20 years down the line, my son tells me that he likes men,
Oh wow, it's
I'm
still my
gonna
son.
love
is
my
it-
son.
But
But
do
I'm
you
not.
not want
But I'm
your
not gonna-
child to play with
But-
non-boy toys, like non-gender?
Why do
Because
you
you
think
feel like
he
it's gonna
called
be
him?
gay.
Why do you
No,
think he make
I'm
it?
just asking. Can you
See, me
yes
ask
or
you a
no?
question.
Yes or no?
I'm
Yes or no?
saying-
Yes
I'm
or no?
saying
Yes or
no.
no? Yes or no?
I don't want my son mixing the genders.
But do you feel like because
It's
he
not-
does, he's gonna be gay?
It's
It's
not-
gonna
it's not
lead him
because-
down
I
that
don't think
road.
that.
it's
Why?
not because of that.
I don't
It's
think
not?
I don't think I can lead him to get.
I think. Hold on, no. All right.
But-
You want me to answer honestly though?
Yeah.
I think that if I allowed something like that, it may create tendencies for my son that might.
You seen that catch, nigga? My fault, Gordo. Yo, look.
Killer.
That shit, that's part of his body.
Catch of the year.
Yeah.
And that shit to the ground.
One hand, a
What?
leg.
Odell got dethroned. Anyway,
That was nice.
Yo.
no. But what I was
That
saying
was
was,
nice.
That was dope.
my
Okay.
concern is that it would create tendencies for my son that might put him in uncomfortable situations later on in life, like being bullied or whatever.
That's why I
And
had the picture of my son
that's what I'm
removed
saying.
from
So-
the thing because
so-
people look
So
at
it's
that
not,
like
it's
there's
not,
something
it's not that
wrong.
I'm afraid that he's gonna come out and be gay because he played with dolls. It's more that I would not want to encourage my son to pick up tendencies or whatever that might put him in bad situations later on in life.
I completely agree.
And that goes for a lot of different things, not
So, T,
just for playing with
Yeah.
dolls.
Just to give you an example, what I'm talking about, right? You heard this phrase, bad association, sport useful habits.
No.
Do you know what that means? What I just said?
Say it again.
Say it
You're
again.
making it seem that because there's
So
a
this is a Bible
there's a-
phrase.
Bad
there's a-
associates.
there's
What?
a bad potato and the second potato of the whole
youthful
sentence.
habits, meaning
Youthful.
young minds. So bad, so stuff that are around them, bad association fucks up their minds. This is a
No.
biblical term. So let me explain that to you. So one, my father, okay, every last single one of his boys, at one point in their life, sold drugs
Okay.
because they saw him do it. Okay, this was something that was taught and trained. We had no control over that. He ain't teachers like, yo, I want y'all to be drug. That's not what he did. But we seen it, and every last single one of his sons copied that trait. Stuff we teach and show our kids is very, very strong on what they become and the things they do in the future.
Of course.
We're in a society where they're trying their hardest to make females non-dependent on males. Like, y'all don't need niggas. That's the era we live in. And it's okay for a guy to not be a man. And you know, that's what society is right now. So if you're not preventing your kids from seeing this shit, it's very easy for a boy to get it confused at 4 that this ain't a boy toy or girl toy. There's nothing wrong with this. And then get into a system, start doing shit that you're not even paying attention to this school, with friends. Next minute, you know you got no control over what he becomes because of the bad association
Okay.
and influences
everything he said.
that you
Remember
allow in
what
his
I
life.
said earlier in the podcast when I said, and I had seen that happen with my son. What do you feel like in that certain circumstance? Do you feel like playing with, is that an okay?
The house part is perfect. That's
I mean,
cool.
So why is it okay for him to be rocking a baby doll in a
No. It's okay for him to be playing
where,
daddy.
where he has his,
Playing
you know, the
daddy
girl
is
is over
cool.
there, you know, making
not-
something to eat.
we're not talking about him.
Okay.
Playing daddy is cool.
Did you say your feet for yourself?
No, not at
I
all.
have politics.
You heard that?
But she said something to the teachers.
Nah,
No, I said something to the teachers about him wearing a
Right,
not about him when he was
I don't see
playing.
nothing wrong with that.
I'm saying all
Okay.
that. All that.
I see nothing.
You said something?
No, I'm gonna say something as a silly, like, female. No, I'm gonna tell you guys. I have dressed both of my sons in a wig, dress, my hair,
As a joke, though.
as a joke, take it, you know.
So what you
But
tell them after?
both of their fathers were highly upset.
Because they're
Stop
out
doing
for
that
it.
to
They
my, you
lions.
know, don't do that to my son. Putting a wig and dancing and shoes
See,
and
not be
heels
funny.
and
I believe this topic started from a single mom in the house without the father role in the house. The picture she posted was her son pushing a baby carriage with the baby girl in it. Now, I didn't see nothing wrong with that, but somebody else did. I'll be mad as hell if I saw my... So,
Wait,
you know the little carriage, little doll carriage, like a baby stroller? So he's pushing a baby stroller with the baby girl in it, like a girl. And I'm like, I didn't really see nothing wrong with it, but I got the father response. Oh, no, I'm not letting my son do that. And I'm like, it is a lot of other things he could be doing worth taking a picture with him doing that. I can imagine if that's the camera on him. I can imagine what he's doing when the camera's off him. So I could get Pop's response, but I also understood the mother response. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's not gonna make it.
What about vice versa though? What about
What you
if you
mean,
see your female daughter do something male?
That's what we were just talking about. Playing basketball.
There's nothing wrong with
But
that.
but it's the reason why.
But this is society, so
All right, Mike. This is good. But we gotta start wrapping up so we can still hit one of the other topics.
Chris Paul Rondo.
At least one of them.
All right, before we go into the Chris Paul, let's talk about the fight.
Yeah, but let's finish this real quick. Let's not just stop. Tim was about to say something. Yeah, let's finish this.
This shit is good as hell.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That shit pretty much done. Pretty much everybody pretty much said what they said. They not gonna make
Yeah, I'm
no
straight,
change.
straight,
No, it's not.
straight.
No,
it's
it's cool.
straight.
We put the tables around here.
I did.
I ain't got much else to say about it.
Exactly. So finish what you was gonna say.
No, it's straight.
You forgot.
I don't
My bad. I
remember
didn't mean to
that.
interrupt y'all, bro. It's time.
Rude ass nigga interrupted us when we about to talk about some shit, man.
It was kind of silent.
I didn't even like
Like
it.
somebody got that.
Yo, so we gonna talk about the NBA and how Rondo got spit on?
Rondo did the spitting, right? Rondo did the spitting.
No, he didn't spit on him. CP3 spit on him first.
CP3 started. He put his fucking fingers in.
Nah, he spit on him. No. Rondo
He
spit on
got,
him.
he got close to
It was like a bad call or some shit. Rondo got in whole face. I mean,
Rondo spit on him.
Ingram pushed the shit out of Harden.
yeah, but that's separate from.
No, that's what set it all off.
And it's
That's what
mad
set it
time.
off.
Okay.
So boom, the play stops.
Mad time too.
Foul call.
Mad time.
Then Rondo, all the players are together. Rondo spits and fucking.
He doesn't spit. He's talking and the spit is flying.
No.
He's talking. He's not direct like
He hard spit.
No, he did not
He
hard
had
spit.
spit.
Go bring it, tape.
You
He did not
talking
hard
about
spit.
Rondo?
Yeah, no, watch the tape a million times.
That shit went direct.
I feel like, no.
If I'm talking to you and I spit and go up and then fall on you, that shit went direct shit.
Not like
Yo, that shit like this.
Yeah, no.
It ain't like this. It ain't like this.
That's Rondo.
Nah, I mean, we can tell you.
That's
Spit on
Rondo.
Slick shit.
No, he did. He did. I watched it. I watched it.
No, that's Rondo. He gonna do some shit.
Yo,
Rondo do it
he
for
went on
you.
this. And it landed on you. It wasn't
Mike, keep it. I'm proud of Chris Paul.
And then he pushed him.
Push him.
on this.
Because he should have sucker punched him right here. Nah, but
Chris Paul was trying to go.
Yo, he like, nigga, you just spit in my fucking face, bro.
I got so much bread on the line.
Man.
Chris Paul was only suspended for 2 games.
yeah, but why would you snap? Why would you snap?
2 games, lost 500 G's.
Why would you snap?
You spit in my
You
face.
don't even think about that money.
My nigga, nowadays you can pay the big one so my nigga can sue
Listen, 500 G's, 2 games.
You can't. There's certain things you can't
You know what
do
he
to a
said?
real nigga.
What?
No, you know what he said? No,
And
he
he
can't.
I wouldn't be able to hold that shit again. I'm sure somebody.
No, he said, listen,
You're on national television.
what a tunnel is. I cover your life.
You spit on my face on national top. Chris Paul. Everybody know I don't play with nobody. There's never been an NBA player that took me like a sucker. Yo, bum ass shit, you about to spit in my face?
Yeah, spit on. Which I think
You're not even an all-star caliber player. You about to spit in my face?
Who's not an all-star?
Rondo.
Wow.
Rondo a bum.
Yo, this nigga
I
tripping.
would say
A bum? Y'all call Carmelo a bum and Rondo a
I don't
bum.
call Carmelo a bum. I call Carmelo a bum.
It's your birthday, but I don't want to offend you. It's your birthday, but I say you washed.
You wild
He said, "Mom."
If Carmelo's a bum, Rondo a bum. Carmelo's a bum, and Rondo's a bum. A bum? All these plays get a bum.
Rondo will take Carmelo.
Ain't not
Rondo,
Wait,
one-on-one.
give it to Rondo.
One-on-one, Rondo will take Carmelo.
That's not the topic. That's not the topic. That's not the topic.
One-on-one, Rondo will take Carmelo.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Regardless,
You think Rondo could beat
I'm
Carmelo?
about to start slapping niggas
That's
right
not what I was about to say.
That's what he just said.
Hey, yo, they say, yo, you wildin' for saying Rondo a bum.
Rondo a
Yo,
bum,
see,
bro.
Yo, this nigga
Wait,
wildin', yo, he got control.
Hold on, man.
In the other two games,
Hold on. Go right at the time like we was going before.
Yo, who really the
yo,
bum?
I don't even like you. I'm just saying that.
What was the fight, Nate? Was that the same shit when the beard,
We can't hear you, Tammy. What? My podcast
No.
ain't got you.
no, they just recently had something, wasn't that when the beard, they pushed them? Was that the
Ingram.
fight too?
Ingram pushed him from the back.
Yeah,
Harden.
yeah, right. That was
He
part of
pushed
that.
Harden.
That's what we're talking about.
That's what's and the beard was acting
Where
all
she been
suck, like a sucker.
Who was?
The beard.
Who the beard?
Harden.
Yo,
Facts. Real talk. Harden was nowhere.
Am I right?
Harden was cherry picked.
Harden looked like Carmelo. Carmelo hit that shit. He ran out the court.
Because first Carmelo had his back turned. First they pushed the beard, he turned around, he was acting like a sucker, like he ain't want to push up.
That's how Carmelo
And Melo had his back turned. Melo had his back turned, and he turned around, and that's when all that shit
bro. He got the best handle in the
Ooh.
right now. Rondo,
Niggas ain't still
bro.
let me finish that.
Yo, you see that soda, please, yo?
Nah,
Go ahead,
don't
go ahead, go ahead.
So let him say, let him talk.
So 500 G's. Ain't no way a nigga gonna spit on you intentionally.
Hell no.
Hell
And you're not gonna sock home. Hold on, let me finish, please.
Somebody just passing the soda while he talking.
LeBron pulled him back.
So while he
Nobody
talking,
passes him the soda while he talks. Nobody.
Nobody. Yo, bro.
Niggas ain't listening to me anyway.
Why he don't
Go ahead,
listen?
Paul.
Why you on?
Why he
Go
don't
ahead,
listen?
Paul.
And niggas don't know how to go one at a time. What's the point, my nigga?
What? It's
I'm
not an
talking
orgy.
I'm good.
Look, I stopped the clip. Start. Got it. Bullshit. Okay. This.
You don't start up again.
Rob,
Don't worry.
Alright, y'all finished, right?
He's saying that the only thing that was stopping this nigga from whooping home ass off for it was the money. He said he was the only one on the court thinking, other than LeBron probably, and stopped himself from socking this nigga off for it because
Unless
he
he
ain't
knows
wanna-
that if the situation escalated, it'll get worse, cause him to lose his branding, cause him to lose his
This
Right, I
shit
think
ain't a lot
that's-
of
But
sex.
look at what all that. LeBron got a lot of
Money.
flack. LeBron got a lot of
Niggas
flack
think
for
about that brand,
pulling his
my
boy
nigga.
back.
Y'all
He
think
got a lot of flack for
Ain't
pulling
no
his
way
boy
that
back.
nigga ain't sock
Wait, you talking
home.
about the same-
He wasn't thinking about that, bro. Ain't no
He knew when
way.
he
Yo,
pulled-
Ingram was
he
not
knew
thinking
he pulled
about
his
Shit,
back.
is he a bum too?
That's why he got
Ain't
4
no dumb.
games.
Tired these bum ass
LeBron.
basketball.
LeBron don't
Ain't
want to
show-
see another
you
black
said-
man
you said
cut
that-
another
you
black
said
man
that,
down.
Tyler?
But that's his boy. That's
Tyler.
what got fucking to his head, too. Like,
True. But
Tyler.
yo, you don't want to see that person in
You
that
just said
situation,
that?
especially
You
Yo.
said something about Ingram's age?
being men of
The
power.
way Rondo swung that ball, my
Ingram
nigga,
would've
yo,
been-
yo, shouldn't be playing in the NBA again, bro.
yeah, no, I know. I mean,
Rondo. That shit was straight garbage, my
I just
nigga.
thought he was a smart move.
Holmes, that's what he
Didn't-
do.
Don't let him play.
He's the type of player. His game is let me get you mad
Yo,
enough
Some comments.
so you can't play your
Yo,
game.
do you
But they said-
remember? Yo, you remember when Wilt Chamberlain socked
bum.
someone?
I remember
Right on
that
the court.
shit. I remember that shit. The dude was a
Because-
coach now. Well, he was a coach.
Yeah, you notice that the oldest person in the room
Yeah,
just said,
exactly.
remember that shit? I remember
I ain't
that
the
shit.
oldest person in the room.
He
Yes,
was like
you
this.
is. Right.
There were, it was,
Yes, you
it
is.
was
Right.
back-
Youngest
it was
person like
back-
38.
It was way
What?
back in the
Sammy
day.
like 38.
Jack, yeah,
Wilt
what's
Chamberlain
good, bro?
down.
Was
Nah.
youngest person-
I'm gonna get
Jackie
Jack
watching. Who?
Jack-
Boozy? What up, Boozy, baby? He thought it's bossy. That's how you pronounce
He was
it?
going
Boozy.
one at a time with the kids.
Nah, Boozy baby.
no, it's bossy.
Nah, Boozy baby.
He was like a shit.
She boozy with me, the
He's a
nigga.
boozy, bozzy.
She Bobby boozy baby.
He's a bozzy boozy. What you gotta say, Tyler?
She a boozy baby.
Will.
But what?
Jackie, Jackie.
Well,
Talking about Will Chamberlain. I need quiet in here. Go ahead, Tyler. Let me know about
Will
Will Chamberlain.
Chamberlain.
When he got elbowed in the stomach, I forgot what game it was, whether it was playoffs or regular season. But he got elbowed in the stomach. He sat there and went, coughed it off, looked up. The other team scored or something. Literally, he just.
The dude he couldn't play basketball anymore, dude. He hit. He literally retired after that sucker punch in the face.
I remember that for years.
You think he was thinking about the money?
I don't.
It
Was
wasn't
he
making
smart?
money like that back then.
Back then it wasn't money
He
though.
wasn't making money like that
Back then it was more. It was
Hell
more. He
no.
just wanted to be valued. But he said, I think.
But that's what Chris
300,000
Paul.
one game?
I mean, that's Chris
No, but-
Paul did.
400,000 in one
Chris
game?
Paul said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." Listen,
What?
bro. Listen.
I'm thinking about that shit.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that shit.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But I also think.
Spend it right now.
But yo, I also
What?
think Chris Paul and LeBron James are them type of players who wouldn't have got into the
But
fight.
you talking about like the Wilt Chamberlain?
Because they smart as hell.
Niggas got mad. Hold on, can I bring this up? Niggas got mad because LeBron seemed like he was on Chris Paul's side. I said, well,
But I see that. That's how I seen that too. I seen that. I seen that.
that's his nigga in real life. Like,
Yeah.
besides basketball, they niggas, him, Melo, fucking Wade, they like brothers in real life. That's his nigga. So,
That's the godfather to his kid.
Can I use what you saying?
They both godfathers to each other's
Can
kids.
I bounce off what you saying?
like,
Rock, can I bounce off
I
what you
said
saying?
that earlier. He got a lot of flack for pulling him back.
Is there something wrong?
That's like them rising above and being like,
Would it be something
You
wrong
was
if
above.
a worldly
No.
that's like you on a different team.
LeBron did the
Hey,
right thing.
somebody, my
Of
teammate,
course,
I don't know
that's
him like
being-
that.
that's
My
being
teammate,
dope.
we fuck with each other, my
Hands
teammate.
down.
But y'all about to get into something. Feel me? You my
Let me ask you
nigga
this.
for real. Like,
So let me ask you this.
and
Let me ask
that's
you
the
this.
cool.
I
It's
need-
like,
I
whatever.
need all y'all
You
attention.
know,
I might hit
I might hit
you
this
because you about to hit him.
I
need all y'all
my team, I
attention.
might hit this nigga.
I
So,
can.
would-
Exactly. Yeah.
James been wrong if he would have sucker punched Rondo as soon as he
What's
hit
James? Harden or
LeBron James.
If-
As soon as
if
Rondo
he
hit
hit-
Chris Paul, he hit Chris Paul.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
James have been
Sucker
wrong?
punch.
Yes, he would have been
Yeah.
So
wrong.
what have James
Yes.
been wrong for
Yes.
hitting Rondo?
Yes.
If LeBron,
Let Rob-
LeBron James hit this nigga, we talking about LeBron James, the biggest nigga like in
Would it
sports.
would it have
Would
been
it be
I
wrong?
know
wrong?
the question. We
Would
talking about
it
the
be
biggest
wrong?
nigga in sports right now. Fuck if it would be wrong.
you know.
This LeBron
That's not
James.
right.
He's fucking up every. This
Yeah.
LeBron.
But say not
He's like
LeBron.
the Jordan of our generation.
Say Carmelo then.
LeBron,
Say it was Carmelo. Say Carmelo hit because he's a Houston
Melo's
Rockets.
a
it's not his place.
Not even that.
Melo's
So does not take away from the actual publicity part.
No,
I'm talking about the real recognized real part.
It's wrong.
I get what
It's
you think is wrong.
It's wrong. Tyler, one of my best friends.
Okay.
If you and Tyler got into a fight,
Yeah.
right?
We'd have heard that shit.
First of
before.
all,
That's what he
y'all both my friends.
It's LeBron.
But Tyler, one of my best friends.
He your people.
This
See,
is my brother.
There's
Nothing against you, but no, it's real what it is.
But
This is my nigga, right? I'm saying whichever one of y'all I think is
But
more
it's
likely to
different.
swing first,
Yeah, no,
I'm a brat.
it's a certain.
Just to prevent it from happening.
Just to prevent it from happening. But I'm not gonna hit either one of you. Whether y'all fight or not, I'm not getting involved. The most I'm doing is separating.
Somebody gotta stop at some point.
The most I'm doing is separating. Yeah, that's it. That's the most I'm
You
doing.
see how you trying to play me, Tyler? He looked at my whole body, and then somebody got to stop at some point. Yeah, what type of shit is that? I can handle 2-3 rounds.
Yo, Mike, just
Wait,
let
what
you know you
happened?
stopped me.
He was making a good point. He was saying like if me and he said we boys would go for that,
So
right?
basically, in that situation, Tyler would be CP3.
Right.
And you would be Rondo as my
And then
teammate.
LeBron is more CP3, bro, because they be like fishing together.
That's what I'm
smoking
saying.
together.
I'm gonna
They be
stop
smoking
one of
cigars
y'all
together.
from getting crazy. And that's what LeBron did.
That's what he did.
That's exactly what LeBron
And he
did.
stopped the one that he knew he could influence the most. So y'all just bored. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stop one of y'all. In my personal position, I would stop whichever one of y'all think would swing first.
Eric Reed.
What about Eric Reed?
So I can go down there. I'll bang that shit.
You ain't hear about it?
What?
Eric Reed.
I don't know. The audience heard about it. Y'all know about Eric Reed? We do.
You like came on the field and went, hey.
What you talking about? You in the game?
I like coin toss or something.
At a coin toss?
Either before coin toss, after coin toss, or after. He went ham on remember Kaepernick?
Yeah.
I'm not sure his name, but Matthews. He went ham.
Well, I wanted to touch one more time because we're talking about the fight situation.
You want to do all three?
Well, yeah, I wanted the third one. Since we talking about fighting, and I think it's dope how we said how Chris Paul was able to handle himself and keep that, you know what I'm saying, professional status and not lose everything he pretty much owned. We got 2 boxers that's pretty much not about to get
They're
paid.
not boxing, but yeah.
Fighters that's pretty much not about to get paid for a fight.
We don't know what's gonna happen.
This
Hey,
is
let's
like
take
they
it from Mike,
being
this shit mad.
Because they acting a fool.
these niggas
Hey, yo,
went
I-
crazy
I-
after the fight.
Yo, happy birthday to my nigga Mike.
Happy birthday to
My nigga
Mike.
Mike.
Happy birthday, Mike.
26, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Real shit, man.
26.
We gonna let that rock.
That's Mike.
Like it's your day, we gonna let that rock. That's my nigga's birthday.
We gonna let what rock? 26. We gonna let that rock. I like
Just
that.
so y'all know,
Yeah,
it's
look
a
at the
4 and a 0.
Oh, damn. Mike, it wasn't me, Mike.
I don't give a
Damn,
fuck.
Mike.
Mike, it wasn't me,
It's
bro.
okay, Mike.
Nah, because he
It's okay,
applied
Mike.
for SSI in 2004.
I paid for
got
this
denied.
shit. I paid for this shit. I get to show it off.
I applied for SSI what year, bro?
In 2004,
Yo,
he
y'all
got
remember?
denied.
Y'all remember?
He just got the results today.
Hold on, Mike.
By the way,
It's your birthday, and birthdays. Well, your birthday's tomorrow. Fans, his birthday's tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Anyway,
big 4-0.
Yo, he wanted to go to a telly.
Listen,
Man, we got
listen.
this nigga a nice room
birthdays.
set
I
up.
don't know where y'all grew up, but birthdays are so that your family can embarrass you. All right.
Hell yeah.
If we won't embarrass this nigga
That's
because
it.
he's
And
not our
my
family.
family. My,
You
not
got
Mike,
10
his
minutes to
family.
embarrass me.
We a family right here. I don't give a fuck. I think the fans.
I don't even
know
like
my
I
that.
got 10 minutes to embarrass you.
Listen, anyway,
Yeah, we got a roast.
anyway, Mike, by the 40.
We got to play the shit out of you.
To be honest, I'm
I'm just saying.
Yo, this nigga about to be 40. I'm about to be 30.
Mike about to be 40. We not about to let him
What
out
have
of y'all.
you done in these last 10 years so I can do?
I wish we was at a fucking restaurant so I could have these niggas sing happy birthday to you.
Let's see if I can get that shit.
You know what's crazy? That's honestly a great fucking question.
What's a great question?
What do y'all think?
What he have not done in 10 years that I can do now in the next 10 years because he's 40 and I'm about to be 30 next week.
I got you by 10 years, yo.
And I'm ahead of your game. I'm
Yeah,
ahead of your
Jordan by
step.
9.
Yeah, if I had to give anybody in here besides Timmy some
I
advice,
got my own.
I know you want me to get level session.
Wait,
We
who
can
you
get
talking
this.
to?
I'm talking about all these youngins.
Oh,
If I had to give y'all any advice, bro,
Hey, I know you want me to get level
Mike, I
session,
don't know
but I'm the prettiest one.
like search for what?
I'm the sexiest one in this room.
That's why when you need liposuction,
According to who?
you don't need liposuction.
Fact.
Watch yourself.
You don't
Fact.
Yo,
Some Kanye shit.
Fluffy season.
Yo,
Shut up.
Some Kanye
Shut up.
the only thing
Fluffy
that's
season around the corner on the plate.
surround yourselves with positive.
happy birthday to
Busting on
You heard?
What?
Surround yourselves with
I don't
positive.
think it's
Wait,
just
we
that.
singing it.
Can I answer
Which
to
way
that?
we singing?
Ain't nobody
Not
saying
only-
this shit.
Not only positive,
birthday.
not only positive.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I said it. Go ahead.
Not only positive, but motherfuckers that's motivated.
Real talk.
Yo,
Yo, but gonna make you do shit.
Niggas that's
If you
about their
made
shit,
40
about their
last
shit.
year,
Motherfuckers that's better than you in a better position.
bro. I wish I
You
did.
learn from that.
I made like 32.
Oh, you alright?
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
move that
I
bottle.
made like 29.
Nigga, I said before the series started, Red
That
Sox.
bottle.
Don't
I ain't a
try to
hater.
Mike.
I'm a realistic.
Hey,
person.
Mike.
Yo,
Mike.
Happy birthday to you.
Y'all did?
Happy birthday to my Happy birthday to Mr. A6. The legend. Happy birthday to you.
Mike,
Yo.
40 going on 30.
Yo, you know something? I'm gonna say some shit.
Yo, this nigga about to be the youngest nigga
Let me
getting
say some
social
shit for his
security,
birthday.
yo.
Let me say some shit for
Go
his
ahead,
birthday.
Mike.
Yes, Mike, get your shit off.
I'm
Go ahead.
100 with y'all.
Go ahead, Mike.
Tap the
My
tip of the head.
grandmother died when she was about late, maybe early 30s. My mom died when she was 39. I honestly didn't think I was gonna see this shit. So tomorrow when I wake up, that shit's gonna be.
We're glad to
My
be a
nigga.
part of that shit, my nigga.
Yes, Mike.
All of us.
Yes, Mike.
All of us.
Thanks for having me.
You know what? And that's the most important thing in life is not knowing that you're gonna make it until you make it. 'Cause you don't know
We
tomorrow.
gonna cut this shit today.
That's why I'm tired of people figuring out the future. Don't figure out the future.
You
Let
gonna
it play out.
You taking
Yeah,
the
I
rest
need-
home, and I need you to have some tomorrow.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm not having that tonight.
I got 2 kids that when they see that they can go ham.
I can't eat that tonight.
Why yo? You too fat
I'm trying
tonight?
to eat some ass.
Well-
If I eat, I go to sleep.
Hey yo! Yeah,
Always, yo. I swear to God, it's always something.
yo, this
Swear
nigga,
to God, it's always something with him.
God.
yo, you eat like real ass or pussy?
Oh,
Mike
nigga.
gonna get all into it.
He caught my attention. I got it. What are we talking about?
Yo.
Like when you say you eat
What
ass,
you call it?
and when you eat ass, like how you eat ass, like it's
He's
an
like-
ass
Yo,
up.
Mike,
and
Mike,
you-
Mike, how old are you?
26.
26?
14.
Sorry, ass nigga.
What-
Eat
what-
40.
How old are you, Mike?
Quick math.
How old are you, Mike?
Yes,
Them
Mike.
was them shits was dollar store. Them numbers ain't right.
What?
Them numbers ain't right.
Nigga, that green look right.
Hey, yo, Mike. Hey, yo, Mike. We love you, dog. Happy 40th.
Yo, I got some thoughts.
Yo, Mike. I hope that the same people that stand around you someday is standing around your casket, bro.
I ain't gonna
What
die,
the
boy.
fuck?
What good
Oh,
damn.
no.
Shit, that got dark real fast.
My bad. Hey, yo. My bad. Did I say that right? I said that man wrong.
Hell no, that ain't come out right.
I mean,
But
like,
yo,
be
you ever
friends
thought about that?
that long?
Like when you die, you'll be able to see the people at your funeral. That'd be crazy, right?
No.
That'd be fun.
I be thinking about shit.
No.
I know mad people gonna be like, yo, let me take them shoes, yo.
I've been,
Yo, you better write me into your
That
will.
should
I
be
need all
fun,
your
yo.
gels.
Yo, what he got on? Oh, he got them 6s. Those are exclusive.
How many
Remember
people you
you
will?
bought them 6 and 10?
yo,
Huh?
How many
I got
people be in your will?
In my
Yo,
will.
Roberto used to have his sneakers delivered
3.
to some
3 people, all kids?
Nope.
2 kids and who?
Ooh, it's a surprise.
Okay.
Oh, I got these shoes.
How many people in your will?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out.
I don't got a will.
When you put the will together,
I got
how many
3.
people? I already know your 3.
My mother,
When you-
my son, and my wife.
It depends on who
And I
around me at
got
that
life
time.
insurance.
What'd you say?
It depends on who around me at that time.
See, I'm like, I don't fuck around.
I don't got nothing to give right now. I got
I know who you
I got
talking
less
about.
than a handful.
You
was
got
on
3.
I got my check.
Check.
I got maybe 5.
You got 5. That's interesting.
I got
That's
insurance.
Maybe 5.
If I die,
Like
my mom gonna
like
get
mother,
paid, but
sister,
not me.
brother type shit.
Maybe.
I got insurance if I die.
No.
Damn. That's a big check.
That's a big ass check.
Hell yeah.
All right, depending on what age. My mom, my dad, my sister, my little sister.
You still alive, yo?
My little brother.
You alright, shit on?
Hell no, that's real, bro.
If
I don't even
anything,
like
if,
being real.
if my son is 18, like under 18, I'll put my baby mother in my will. Make sure that my son right.
It's really
Yo, he said some dumb shit. Will you put your not wife? Will you put your baby mama in that?
Well, you gotta support
I gotta
your
get a wife.
Yeah, feel me? I can't relate to that. That's what I'm saying.
I got a baby mom. I don't think I put my baby mom.
Working on my second.
I tell you one thing: if my wife see my baby mom on that wheel,
That nigga made it sound like
I'm glad I'm dead when she found that shit out. I'm glad I'm dead when she found that shit out. I know that one.
We're gonna assault
Yo, shit. I'm waking up on that motherfucker, bro. That shit ain't gonna be cool, yo. That bitch in your will.
That's
Fuck
how
that
you know
bitch.
music. Hold on. Hold on. I ain't trying to sign a manager. I ain't trying to sign a manager. I ain't trying to sign a manager. Before this shit is over, I say this. Go up, get your ass in the booth, nigga. Before
You gotta get that song there.
before the shit's over.
Yo, everybody get some cake?
Whoa.
You want some cake?
Go on, put the pressure on.
I'm gonna have a small.
Yo, I don't even give a fuck.
The gang up
My
on
nigga motivated me.
We
Seeing
ain't
the
have no
nigga wasn't on his shit. Motivated the nigga.
Yo, happy birthday, Prod Joe.
So now I'm putting the pressure on niggas to do all that shit. I had go to talk shots like shots.
Well,
Take it
it's small. I'll take the small piece.
He talking about
Tighter, my
I don't care. The niggas know I'm right.
It's
You
Oreo.
gotta put the pressure on niggas. So niggas work
Yeah,
hard.
Tyler.
Go get your ass in the booth, bruh.
This ended up being a good show, guys.
Finish
Yeah, it
right
was.
here, nigga.
It was a
And
good
don't
topic.
forget, we live on YouTube. Follow us, go to each and every Thursday. I don't want to follow none of these niggas, man.
I'm just
Shout out
friend
to
with
my
these.
daddy.
I'm just friend.
Hi, baby.
Yo, Big 4-0. Shout out to the crew.
Go
The
ahead,
cake,
say it.
through the
Yes,
cake,
hold
the
on,
balloons, the drinks. Next Thursday, same time, 10ish.
Right?
That's right.
Another topic.
Mikey, right?
Follow us now.
That's Mikey,
She had this and a half
Jackie,
shot around
thanks
me.
for showing me.
That's Mikey, right?
Boom,
I wasn't
boom.
even trying to play you for that.
Mike, how you spell? Mike, how you spell doll?
Dollars, D-O-L-L-S. Boom.
It's like 3 hours.
It sounds.
What's like 3
I sounded like 3 hours in that moment.
D-O-L-L-S.
That sounded like 3 hours in that
Hey, that's
motherfucker.
space bar twice.
Oh,
Yo,
shit.
this was a good show, guys. Good show.
Yeah, it was.
I agree.
And this cake is
And again.
intense.
Yo,